Good morning. Let me just sip my tea. Mm. The reason I needed to sip my tea was because tea bags. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Tea bags. I got up, like you do. I went to the kitchen to make myself a cup of tea. And my hubby goes out really, really early in the morning because he drives coaches. And we have a little pot that the tea bags go in. But for some reason this morning, they were piled up like the Leaning Tower of Pisa rather than, yeah, and we drink a lot of tea in our house and them all in the pot and the pot being empty. They were one on top of the other. And you'd think I would look at this pile of tea bags and empty the thing. And you know what? First thought that came into my head was, can I get another tea bag on top of that list, on the pile, and it not fall over? What's that all about? But it became a challenge, and I think hubby has also created this challenge because he knows that I won't do the sensible thing, because me and kitchens don't get on. But as I'm looking at this pile, excuse me, another sip. There's a lovely cup of tea. While I'm looking at this pile, it occurred to me that life is a bit like tea bags. You know, all these little things happen to us in life, and we pile those memories sort of on top of each other, especially the bad ones, the bad experiences. And by the time that pile has got so high that you know, if you put another one on top of it, it's all going to fall apart, you stop drinking tea. Rather than deal with that pile of poo, if you like, the pile of tea bags in the kitchen, we just stop doing it. We stop drinking tea and then spend our lives going, well, I don't do that. I can't do that. I'm afraid to do that. And our whole universe in this little brain of ours is convinced that that's that. You know, that pile is stuck there. Can't put another tea bag on top of the pile. Oh, we can't possibly pick up the pile of tea bags in the pot and throw it away. Well, you can, actually, because it's perfectly simple. And, you know, when I've had my cup of tea and I've woken up, I shall go to the kitchen and pick up that pot and empty it and put the pot in the dishwasher. And we will then put the pot back by the kettle, and we will start again. And hopefully this time the tea bags won't pile up to such a point that we cause, tremors on the earth as it falls over. When people are speaking, when I coach people who are speaking, the amount of times they say to me, no, tried it, hate it. No, it's too terrifying. No. And those no's and those, dare I say, excuses are usually because of experience. In the universe they have created, public speaking is enemy number one. For some reason, you know, it's something that will end up killing them. Well, as far as I'm aware, nobody died speaking in public or doing a video or a webinar. But experience and their personal knowledge has piled up their tea bags to the point where they can't put any more on the top. My job is to persuade them in some way, or bully them or inspire them, but get them to that pot. Get rid of it. You can do that. And a lot of the time, my personal experience, my personal growth over the years, and I read all the self-help books, and I've gone to counsellors and to therapists and to holistic therapists, and they all talk about, and I've done it myself, you know, the journey where, you know, we pick things up, we carry all our rubbish with us, and we need to put it down. It all says the same thing, all of it. What it's basically saying is, get rid of the rubbish you're carrying around, because all that rubbish is in your head, your universe, you've created it, so you have the power to ditch it. And if you want to do something in life that is scary, yeah, I know, public speaking seems to be the scariest of them all, you have to ditch the negative feelings you have towards whatever it may be. And sometimes it's easier to visualize it as simple as when I looked at that pile of tea bags and said, no, shall I try to put another one on top? As it happens, I didn't. I chucked the tea bag actually in the bin. But what I need to do now is go and grab that pot, empty it and wash it. Job done. And all our life negative experiences, in fact, all our experiences that we have collected in our universe, we can do the same thing with. The thing is, we don't want to ditch the ones that do us good. We just want to ditch the ones that don't. So pile them up together, however you do it, put them in a suitcase, wrap them in a bin bag. However you visualize getting rid of those negative thoughts that stop you doing things, just do it. Visualize it and do it. And start creating better pathways in your brain, in your universe. So that's what I was talking about today. Yes, the tea bags and the pile up. I'm going to go now and empty that pot before I start my day, because it will be niggling in my head and it will subconsciously stop me from doing some things that I have to do today that I may not want to do. Okay. I want to give a big shout out to the most amazing Michelle Bartlett, who I was coaching yesterday, who gave me a great idea that I'm going to run with. And if you don't know Michelle Bartlett, go and look her up on Facebook. She runs, well, she's the mother of the Live, Love, Laugh ladies clubs. They're social clubs. She connects women together socially and has inspiring speakers. And she started from her group and now franchise. She's amazing. And the thing about her is she's an amazing businesswoman, and she's still a really down-to-earth mum who you can talk to. So go check her out. And if you're a lady who'd like to socialise down the south of England at the moment, or you'd like to run one of those franchises further up north, get hold of her, have a look. Brilliant idea. So I'm off, going to do some work. I'm actually off to a Live, Love, Laugh club thing later on at lunchtime. So I will say goodbye, and I hope you all have a really great day, she says, knocking the computer. See, it's going to be one of those days. All right then, be good. And don't forget, you want to stand out from the crowd, you've got to stand up and open your mouth.